The Formal Gamer, podcast for those with exquisite taste.
Welcome to Season 8 of the Formal Gamer podcast. Fickle the Bard, Burnham the Monk, and Methuselah the Magic User begin their quest in chains, but end up in the middle of a conflict they don't truly understand. Malevolent magical forces are at work in the town of Dulasar, with defiant dragonborn, guarded gnolls, and cunning kobolds fighting for supremacy. Will our three heroes be able to escape and discover why their life seems to be draining away? Especially as their own demons seem to be getting in the way of their progress. Sometimes literally.
Hi guys, welcome to episode 13 of season 8 of the Formal Gamer podcast. One big thing to announce this week. If you go over to the guys at Wizards on the Wynd and check out their last couple of shows a couple of weeks ago, you'll see that actually they did a double episode with me and Jules recorded at last year's Dragonmeet. Now, the reason I haven't put that in the intros before is because I'm stupid and recorded a load of intros in advance quickly because I was going to be away, and so I haven't published this at the time and publicised it nearly enough. So if you go and check out Wizards on the Wynd, and there's a couple of episodes called Illuna and the Two Thieves, I'll pop the links for it in the comments, in the description for this episode. You can go and listen to me and Jules playing a couple of thieves called Soren and Bentham at last year's Dragonmeet and having an absolutely great time. It's a really crazy adventure. I think you guys will really enjoy it. So if you enjoy what we're doing here on the Formal Gamer, check out Wizards on the Wynd and check out the episode with me and Jules on it. We bring our typical nonsense and try and ruin someone else's podcast. But as important as that, more important than that, is that you enjoy the episode.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Formal Gamer podcast.
Hello.
Last week we briefly went into a poo room and now we are standing at the top of a set of stairs.
Getting hungry, aren't we?
Getting hungry. A third of the way.
We haven't eaten all campaign. No wonder our life force is going down.
No, we're just starving.
You are standing at the top of a set of stairs, a third of the way up an Aztec temple, or kobold-infested Aztec temple, looking down at the burning body of an orc, which you very efficiently dealt with. What's the plan, guys?
Love the smell of a burning orc.
Do I still have my bardic inspiration? Because I didn't use the D6.
It only lasts 10 minutes.
So yes.
Okay. Well, I'll do a perception check to see if any of the other orcs heard.
Okay, roll it.
13, but I'm going to do my bardic inspiration now, because otherwise it'll run out.
Oh, let me just check. Can we use it on ability? It might just be saving.
I think it's ability.
Oh, yeah, you can. Yay.
And how, is it just 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Right. It's plus 6, so 19, 21. I want to hear everything.
Okay.
I want to hear their thoughts.
Is that your perception then, is it?
Yeah, I'm listening to see if anything's coming down from the rest of the room.
So all four of you ended up looking down at the body of this orc. Burnham, you turn around and have a look straight down the corridor. It's a bit dark in there, but through the patches of light, you can't hear the sound of any orc stirring. But looking down that corridor, you can see the snout and the staring eyes of a kobold peering round the corner.
Do I see Tully?
Tully is standing next to you.
Right.
He and Fickle walked up to have a look at the orc.
Okay.
Did he notice they were holding hands?
We're not holding hands.
Not anymore.
He did a finger squeeze.
Yeah, it's just a little finger squeeze.
Don't be gel.
Okay. No, it's cool. It's cool.
You got your lizards.
Right.
It's cool, man. It's cool.
We've got enough stuff to put against you, Fickle. Don't you worry.
Your lizards can give you a squeeze.
What? My listeners can
Your lizards.
Oh, right. Well, they can do whatever.
Where are they right now?
Well, look, I'm just trying to
Where are your lizards?
Look! Right, number one, Mira, there's a kobold that spotted us. Number two, I feel like this mic is a really good place right now after I've fiddled with it for 10 minutes. Number
It's a really
three,
nice noise for the listeners to have the mic jostling round for them.
number three, This kobold, how far away is he?
Yeah, so am I the only one who spotted it?
Is it you are, because you're the only one turned around to have a look at present.
Okay, how far away is it?
He is at the very other end of the corridor looking, so he's been in the main room.
Can we
So
look?
by the very other end of the corridor carried on across the main room. Is he?
Oh no, so he's on this side.
He's on my side.
Yeah. So you'd go past all the 4 doors that you saw and checked, and he is peering around the corner there.
I look at the kobold and I go like this, put my finger
Well,
to my lips.
I'm dressed like a kobold, and you haven't seen him.
Oh, he just had a go at me for seeing the...
No.
Carry on.
I'm the only one who's seen him.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm just going to wave.
Methuselah, you idiot.
Okay.
I'm just waving at him. Hello.
He don't know how to interpret that. He carries on looking at you, staring.
I just start walking towards him.
I'm such a psychopath.
He steps out and appears to be waiting for you.
Okay. I'm just going to walk straight up to him like I'm going to have a
I
chat to
message
him.
Burnham and I say, what is the play here, fellow?
Then no message comes back from Burnham.
Okay.
Okay, he's gone rogue again.
So you see the kobold's head sort of move to the side, and you hear.
I point towards these guys and sort of start walking back towards them, like going, "Come on."
What's the intention then to get him?
Yeah, just like friendly, like come down and see these guys, like come on.
Tully could beckon him over as well.
Yeah, well, I can't tell Tully to do that though.
No, I'll say Tully. Tully, beckon him over as well.
Roll a deception.
I wish I now had my bar
Yes, that would be useful.
18.
Okay. You see him cautiously shrug his shoulders and then start walking forward down the corridor.
Okay, when we're next to the poo room,
Okay.
I want to grab him and force him into the poo room.
Right, roll a grab.
This is
That's a shitty thing to do.
Oh!
So
I wasn't excrementing that.
Strength versus Dex, I believe.
no, it's a 7.
it's quite an intense part of the podcast, and Mira keeps on muttering jokes at me.
Well, they're good jokes.
No, I'm trying to listen to what's happening over here. And she's like,
I failed to push him into the poo room.
She's like, oh, that's a shitty thing to do. I'm like, no, we're about to be rumbled, Mira. This is it.
So you hear it, yip! And
No, shit, not yet.
he...
Maybe it's shit in his language.
You see him spin round and start running down the corridor back towards...
Well, do I not get an opportunity attack if he's running out of range from me?
Go on then.
I'm
Well, no, because you've just tried to grab...
Yeah, that was my attack on him. So I still get an opportunity attack if he flees.
Yeah.
Can you stun him?
Yeah, I might be able to do something. 13 versus his AC.
Yeah, that's... Ooh.
Mirror him. Trick him.
No, it's a tie.
That's fine then, Abu.
That's a tie.
Yes, Abu, are you sure?
Um,
This is a tie.
No, I can't do anything then. He's just going to run away.
Well, I can suck him up.
Are you going to whiplash him?
Well, I can, but we got to go through this whole thing with DM telling us what order we can do stuff in, you know.
But not only that, we've got to fight the big bad soon, and we need to be careful not to use all our resources.
It's a cantrip. All my spells are cantrip because I'm a very powerful mage.
Whip away, my friend.
Okay,
Whip
let's
away.
roll initiative then.
20.
Burnham, you're going to be
17.
last because you've just bitten.
Well,
So, what was that?
20 overall.
And Fickle?
8.
Okay.
No, sorry, 9.
Methuselah. This little kobold is made about 5 meters or 5 feet.
5 meters is a long way.
Yeah, 5 feet on Burnham. He's sort of gone for the grab and he's running back towards the orc room.
Okay. I'm going to try and get him. 11 plus 5, 16.
That's a hit.
Right, it does 1d6 damage to him. Let's see if I can get a d6. Get one of Mira's lovely ones. 6 damage.
He's talking about dice.
Thanks.
Someone's had a small walk and has come back with silly jokes and filthiness.
And he's D6 damage, piercing damage, which I believe they're very susceptible to, so it's probably 12.
They're vulnerable to piercing.
Yeah. And he's also brought this vine whip comes out of my shillelagh, which already has kind of vines patterned into it. But this vine grows out, wraps around him, and pulls him 10 foot closer to me, which I guess would be past Burnham.
Yeah.
I don't know how close that gets him to me.
If he's run 5 foot away from me and he's going 10 foot, that means he's going past me again.
Yeah, he is.
Do I get an opportunity attack as he goes past? I mean, it's a strange one.
It's an interesting question. Do you get
No, because you've already had an opportunity attack.
You can only get one opportunity attack per
I
round.
hit him with your buzz, and then he goes past me again. I'm like,
You would have, but no, you only get one
he's
opportunity.
going to have to run past you again, though.
yeah. No, I'm ready like a.
Okay. And
Where is he now, though? He was at the door, and he's run 5 foot away from the door. He's 5 foot further in from the door.
Yes.
Is that
He's in the middle of you and Burnham.
All right, and how close am I to him?
Well, that must be very close because he only got 5 foot away from the poo door because that's where I tried to push him through. So he must be very close.
He's within
Poo
a
door.
movement of you.
Okay, I have to move up to him.
Yes.
All right,
Well, if you move up to him, you get an opportunity attack if he tries to run away.
that's exactly it. Yeah.
So is that what you're doing?
We'll just sandwich him. Oh yeah, have I got my movement as well?
Yes.
Yes, I'll move up to him then.
Okay. Fickle.
With a skip in my step.
I think at some point I picked up a short bow. Do we think that happened?
I think it definitely happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want. I don't think it's unreasonable to say that you've got that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because now, if I could just look up how much damage that will do, I'll use that.
Shortbow's D6, I think, isn't it?
I believe you're right.
How far away is he from us?
Oh, really close.
He's within 30.
I'll just run up to him and smack him with my sword then. So,
Get your short bow out, look at him and go, this is...
Glad we worked out whether you got a short bow or not.
yeah. So that's going to be... where's my plus on here? 18 to hit him.
Yeah, it's a hit, yeah.
And I said, I'm sorry we had to kill you. You were in the wrong place at the wrong time. Take that. And I damage him for 7 hit points and I slash him across the bottom.
Across the bottom?
Yeah.
Right, okay, yeah. So he's trying to run away and this sword wings out, slices his glutinous maximus in half, and
Do his trousers fall down?
incredibly, well, there's a hole sort of through the side of them.
Does his bum look like a hot cross bun now?
Because it's got one crack down the middle and one crack across the side.
A very bloody hot cross bun, yes.
Oh, I'm starving.
And he falls to his knees and in a groan of pain just sort of falls backwards, and you've cut deep into his hip.
I say,
As in he's dead.
As in he's dead.
I guess you got a bum deal there.
Burnham immediately picks up his body and drops it onto the flaming orc, just off the side.
Yeah, is it still on fire? How does that last for?
Oh, it lasts for about 4 days.
So you drag the body over.
And then just drop it down. Showing no emotion or no complaints about doing this.
Internally, Fickle realises she's become quite murdery. But she puts that aside to deal with later at a time of meditation.
Okie doke.
Nice stabbing there, Fickle. You really dealt with him effectively. I'm sorry I did not force him into the poo room. I thought I did quite well at just making him walk towards us.
Yeah, you're in a similar situation, but you've dealt with one
Right.
more kobold.
Time to do another perception check to make sure no one else is coming.
And you see a snout.
Oh,
I don't see a thing.
I guess I'll have a look. Why not? Oh, I got 11. Can I see anything? Anyone else want to mess with us?
Tally rolls a 5. None of us are paying any attention.
We're still so excited.
I rolled a 7.
Nobody thinks that they heard anything apart from Burnham, who thinks he definitely heard an orc stomping around.
Right. Oh, yes, because I completely failed. So, I think I had an orc coming. Quick, hide.
Okay, you can go in the poo room again. We'll go in the vegetable room.
Okay, I beckon Tully into the poo room. We close the door softly and
I
hold
don't
it
think
closed.
I heard an orc, though.
Tully goes, okay, I trust you.
I've also just realised I can turn off the bonfire, so I might just do that.
Can you?
I forgot I could do that.
You hear a thump, and the fire just...
Okay. I might have to go out and I might go move the remains while you guys investigate still.
Okay, can I just pass the DM a note?
Yeah. If your arms are a little bit longer.
Mr.
He
Tickle.
does have nice eyes. You're right.
Who?
Well, that's what the note says, isn't it?
Okay. Sorry?
No, just take the piss.
No, it says you've got nice biceps.
Oh, he does
That
have
was the
lovely
last
biceps.
note I said was about the eyes.
I'm going to give the DM a note as well.
I mean, like, is this just mind tricks, is it?
What?
Yeah, okay.
I mean, so the listeners don't get to know what that funny thing is.
They will.
Oh, good.
They will.
Burnham has no notes to pass.
I'm going to pass Burnham a note.
Okay, so Methuselah makes his way down the set of stairs. Burnham, Fickle, and Tully.
Well, Burnham and Tully are in the poo room.
Burnham and Tully, yeah. Well,
What? Wait, what's down the stairs? Is that out the pyramid?
Yeah.
the pyramid.
But we need to be in the pyramid.
No, but I'll move the bodies, so
Okay.
there'll be no sign.
I'm going to go with Methuselah.
No, it's very important that there's stealthy people out there. Just send one of us, I'll move the body.
I am super stealthy.
Okay, well,
I come with him.
how stealthy are you exactly? Can I do a perception check on, an insight check on...
I pick up the kobold by his ankle and begin dragging.
The kobold's over the side.
Yeah, I dropped his body off the side of the pyramid.
Okay.
So you're going down the stairs, are you?
I'm going, following you out after you.
Well, no, if you want to go, you go.
No, I'm just coming to help.
No, you do it.
No.
No.
Please, you
No,
first.
please.
No, after you.
I'm going inside now.
Oh, come on, age before beauty.
Wait, I'm both older and more beautiful than you.
Carry on.
Okay, fine. Okay, let's pull the bodies out. Let's go. Fine.
Okay.
And where do you pull them to?
I'm going to pull them to where we've left Teddy on watch, and Teddy can guard the bodies.
Okay, yep, that's yeah. Both of you roll a strength.
I did 18.
13.
13.
What?
Okay, you
What
managed
did you
to do it, and then to get him, roll a Constitution to get him now to the edge of the forest.
Oh, I did 3.
11. Why
so-
did we even bring you?
11.
Help me, Fickle!
You
Fickle,
have-
help me! It's too heavy.
Should we keep hiding in the poo room?
You have
orc's
to
too
you have to
heavy.
make a couple of stops.
This is
You-
kind of awkward.
This orc is so heavy.
very good, very good. You make a couple of stops, but you manage to get the bodies to the edge of the wood, near to the area.
So is there anything else you'd like
Teddy
to do now
was.
we're in the woods, Methuselah?
I'm going to sit with Teddy because I'm quite tired. If
Oh,
you
me
wanna-
too. I'm really tired.
Well, that's fine. We can both sit here, but I feel like it's going to be a waiting game because I want to have a private conversation with Teddy.
Okay, I pretend to go up the stairs, but I'm secretly doubling back and spying on him. So that's...
I mean, it's open ground from the
Yes, I'll be...
temple to the.
I pretend to go up the stairs, but then I lie flat and crawl down them like a caterpillar, really quietly.
Okay, roll stealth, but
I'm going to use my inspiration point on that,
okay,
because that was a 5.
right.
So I'd like to use my inspiration
This
point.
when we use our reservation point.
Yes, apparently.
So that's 14 plus 4, 18.
Okay, you've got eyes on the forest in the general area where Methuselah is.
Can I see her just what?
No, because I pretended to go away and I'm being stealthy now.
Maybe he rolls a perception
yeah,
to see.
roll-
No,
it.
just play by the rules. Just accept it.
Right, I got the 6.
So no, you don't see her.
Yeah.
no,
So
you
I'm just
don't see
lying completely.
You can't see exactly what he's doing, but you can see him in the general area.
I
So
will be talking to Teddy in the bush.
I'm listening.
you're listening?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sure. You've got good.
Okay, you go.
What is happening? I'm putting my fingers in my ears. I
Okay.
don't even want to know what's going on.
No, now it's over to Tully.
Pardon?
It's Burnham and Tully. You're in the poo room.
I mean, it was a bad time to talk to me. Just put my fingers in my ears. You let me do it, and then you're staring at me. I'm like, well, I guess he's talking to me.
Burnham, you were convinced you've heard the orc move.
Yeah, we're staying dead still.
Right.
Door is waiting. Well,
Okay.
our hands are raised.
Back-
I'm waiting to make the sound of me pooing again. Tully's picked up another poo. We're ready. That plan worked so well the first time. We're recreating it.
Okay, Tully stands there holding a poo in his
And if
hand.
I think I hear anyone, I'm going to start grunting like I'm pooing again.
Right.
You can probably hear old Fickle coming up the stairs.
Burnham and
Right.
Fickle.
Burnham and Fickle.
Yeah, fingers in ears.
Right. Okay.
No,
Yes.
that's not fair.
Just wait, chill out.
chill out.
Right.
How patronising.
Methuselah,
Yeah.
what's the deal?
I think I need to keep Teddy with me, so I'm gonna cut his head off.
Right. So you want to cut Teddy's head off.
Yeah, you better not be listening.
And then what? Put it in a bag and take it with you?
hide it in a bag and take it with me for later.
Well, I'm happy for you to have a bag. You've got all your stuff in it.
I'm sure.
So we'll do that and have you walking back.
Okay, wonderful.
Okay, guys.
I really think that's bad for your ears. Like
It's
that,
not.
It's
It's
not.
fine.
I think because it changes the pressure in there.
No, it doesn't.
Well, okay.
So
We can put you on the balcony of shame if you
Next
want.
time, I'm going to bring some noise singing headphones.
I'm just going to put my fingers in my ears. It's a lot simpler.
So, Fickle, you see Methuselah stand up and you see him...
Methuselah would also be having a drink and just generally washing his face and just
Yep.
having a clean off.
So you see Methuselah get up, have a clean. You see him sit back down, kneel, and then...
Can he hear this?
You can't hear... You
No,
can't hear
it's
this.
Burnham meant to hear this.
It's-
My fingers go in my ears. I don't want to
okay.
know anything. I love the
You
pressure
see him
change.
kneel down for a bit, and almost like he's doing something on the floor.
Is he saying anything?
You know, you can't hear anything. No, not for.
His lips
there's
moving?
there's no word. No, you can't. You're not near enough to see.
Yeah,
this.
but I would have been near enough to hear anything when I went up the stairs.
No, you wouldn't, because the forest is like 30, 40 feet away.
You suck at being stealthy.
Well, no, then you said it was open plain. If you said it's the forest, I'd have hid behind a tree where I could
but-
hear him.
But
You said it's open plain, so
It
let's
is
What's this one, girl?
let's retcon this.
no,
That's
it is.
not fair.
It is. You went back to the
Listeners,
temple.
if you think this is not fair, please email
You said
hate
you went
mail.
back
If
to
you
the
think
temple.
this is fair, then
Right.
Feckle.
Come in here. You said you went back to the temple.
I said I'm going to hide somewhere where I can see and hear what he's up to, and you went, well, actually, it's quite open ground. But now you're saying he's in the forest. If he's in the forest,
It's open ground to the edge of the forest.
Well,
but-
obviously-
No, Fickle, you said
No.
I'm going to go up the temple stairs and then crawl back round.
Only-
You said that's open ground, so it's hard to do. And then you said, yeah, I'm going to do it and caterpillar down.
well, if you want to cheat, I'm happy to continue.
The great thing is, it's a podcast, and whenever we listen back, I'm always right.
So you want to be in a position where...
Obviously, I'm going to hide in somewhere I can hear and see him.
But I'm not. I'm
Right,
having a
okay.
private
In
conversation.
that, what did you roll on your perception?
6, but
and I rolled an inspiration-fueled 18.
right. However, I was only going to have my private conversation with Teddy when I was satisfied that Fickle had gone back to the temple.
Yeah, but
like
I
she said
tricked
she was.
you.
So you walk back to the temple, which is an open ground.
Okay, basically, Fickle, I don't think Teddy... I don't think Methuselah is going to do what he's done unless he's absolutely sure he's seen you go back to the temple. So what I had was that I let it play out with you stealthily being able to see half of what he's doing from the temple. Because I genuinely don't think he would be doing what he's going to do if he wasn't sure.
And it's already happened.
What's he done? What do I see?
You see Methuselah walking back to the temple.
So I saw him kneel down, wash his face.
Mm-hmm. And he's carrying, his equipment and...
What do you mean he's carrying his equipment?
His explorer's bag.
I've got
that
my
sort of stuff.
staff with me.
He's got a bag with him. He's got his staff with him.
Which is what he normally always has.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
why have you mentioned it?
Because that's all you've seen, and now we shall proceed with the podcast.
No, that's interesting.
Yes,
That's
it's okay.
interesting, isn't
It's
it?
okay.
That you've got your
We're carrying on.
So in the poo room...
Just so listeners know, Jules is squirming when I mention the bag.
So the fact that I'm giving
What's
you-
happening in the poo room?
Just wait. Fickle. So you've seen him do something while he was on his knees, and you've seen him come back with his pack and his stick. That's what I'm giving you for the fact that you've had eyes on what he's doing.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't look at me like that, Jules.
Oh, I'm bloody looking at you like that because you're a little shit. I can see you on the stairs now, you little shit.
Hello, Methuselah. I was just spying on you.
Yes, I've noticed. That's noted.
Should we go back in? Should we go back in
Yes,
now?
you first. Hope you don't trip on the stairs and crack your head open.
I trip on the stairs, but I manage to catch myself.
I hope nothing gets...
And-
I hope Burnham doesn't hear about the pear that you have in your bag.
Oh, hang on. How would you know about that?
Because I was in the room when she took it.
I don't think you saw
No,
it.
you
No,
came
you
on
weren't. She was
first.
on her own.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I think if you listen back to the podcast, you'll hear a time right.
She's got you there. She's got you there.
Yeah, no.
Well, okay.
Weirdly, I know about the pear, but I'm not allowed to react to
Okay,
it.
well, Fickle, I'll tell you what. Let's just not argue with each other. Let's just carry on inside, and I'm motion on inside.
I say, let's agree to be friends.
Okay, fine.
When I hear
Shake
them
hands
coming up the
and go
stairs,
on.
I start
Okay.
pretending to poo
Okay,
immediately.
Shake hands.
Is this conversation all happening?
Yes, we've agreed to make up and then we can proceed with the podcast.
Right. I suspect I'm getting a note at the moment.
Can I get any notes?
I'll send you a note.
Does Tully send me a note?
I'll send Burnham a note about a pair that I've heard about.
You haven't! Stop cheating!
Okay.
What's happening in the poo room?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, you say nothing, but we're ready.
Burnham, you're convinced you heard an orc.
And can I hear people coming up the stairs?
Yes.
Well, then I start pretending to poo. Can I roll deception?
Yes.
19. You think someone's pooing in the poo room. I fooled both of you. You both think there's an orc in there having a big poo. Me and Tully put on the performance of a lifetime.
Okay.
Now he's getting notes from Fickle and just nodding his head like, oh, I know what's going on. I want a secret plan.
We're just arranging
Oh, no, I had a secret
Just
plan.
arranging a date later. Nothing to worry about in game.
Fickle and Methuselah, you hear the sound of pooing coming from the poo room, as we've called it. Okay?
Yes.
That's my bit of paper.
Okay.
That might have a
Can we
rude note.
progress this? I mean, like...
That might have a note. That might have a rude note on it from a different game I was playing.
Well, don't look at me. I'm not the one ruining it this time. When it was Yavor, I ruined everything. But
Can
now...
I please have that bit of paper back?
No.
After that. Because
You
it might
certainly
have
bloody
something
can't.
Right, okay. Yes.
Can you give me back the bit with it that hasn't...
Yeah, that hasn't... Yeah.
Thanks. God, we need to start text
Can you...
messaging.
Can,
I need that for another note.
Fickle and Methuselah... Fickle and Burnham, can you put your hands in your ears?
Oh, God!
My fingertips are getting sore.
All right, just do it.
I reached my brain.
Let's do it.
Order!
I'm going to
Order!
pretend. I'm not actually doing it.
Guys.
Listeners, I've just been passed a note from Methuselah saying that in the process of his conversation with Fickle, he taps her on the shoulder and is using his power to be able to see through her eyes.
Too bloody right. I'm going to catch that silly bitch.
Okay, right. All good?
Good. Shall we continue?
My ears are sore.
I think there's an orc having a poo in there, Pickle.
I say, I'm going to sneak in and look and see what's happening in the main room.
Okay.
Hang on. Whoa. What about the orc pooing in this room?
You stay here and take care of this orc.
Okay. I mean, I'm going to roll my insight. Yeah, 18. Can I work out that that's Tully, even though his deception was amazing?
It was just 19.
19. -1, actually.
Dice off.
I think, what's your insight plus?
+1.
Oh, then, yeah, he's...
Yeah, you think, you hear the sound, but you actually think it is Burnham pooing.
Okay. I think it is him pooing.
Yeah.
The sound of splat would suggest that I'm creating something quite monstrous in there.
I'm going to knock on there lightly, like you would on a pear tree.
Yeah.
Tap on a button.
Tully hears the knock and looks at Burnham expectantly.
Occupied!
I mean, like...
That's a bit of a giveaway.
Okay.
Ah!
I'm going to open the door very slightly and say, it's Methuselah and Fickle. There aren't any orcs out here.
Oh, good. Did you like my impression of a poo?
I mean, I was a little bit scared you were actually an orc.
Oh, Tully, great job. Come on, let's go.
What? I don't want Tully to hold my hands at any point.
Oh, yeah,
I don't think he would be even
Well,
trying to.
To be fair, the first time you held hands, he'd been throwing poo on the floor.
Yeah, that already
No.
happened.
Yeah, that had already happened.
Listen back on the podcast.
I like how, I was the jerk because where's Magnum gone? And oh, we hate Danny because Danny may have done something to Magnum. May have done something. Not proven in a course of law yet. And won't be because it didn't happen. But now you two are proper at loggerheads.
I literally just wanted to go and help and see what he was up to, and he went really
I think
weird.
it's a bit see what he was up to that's the issue.
He's so suspicious.
Oh, yeah, I know. He's really up to something.
We
but-
all have private lives. We're doing business at the moment. You know, you've got to keep your business and your private separate, okay?
So I'm gonna try and make sure there's no poo in my hand.
Okay, there isn't.
But I'm actually also sneaking to see what's happening in the main hall.
Okay, on your own?
Yeah, I'm crawling along the corridor, but I'm
Okay.
sure these two would catch up.
Roll stealth.
Stealthy. What's that going to be? 11.
You make it halfway. You're having to go slowly. You make it halfway down the corridor.
Because they haven't got a torch, so these guys can't see, right?
Who, the other guys?
Yeah.
There were shafts of light coming in from above.
There are shafts of light in the
masonry.
main hall bit, and this corridor is darker than the main hall, but there's a couple of shafts of light into the
And surely
main-
the doorway lights it a
main
bit
hall
inside
area,
as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So halfway, and I do message to Methuselah, and so I'm halfway down to the main room.
Okay, he says to Mr. Breck, okay, hope you don't get caught.
There are 2 other rooms, though, aren't there?
Not on
We
this side.
checked all the rooms
No, we
this
checked
side.
all- There was
If we
machine
crossed
parts,
the- yeah.
broken room, which we could see in.
And we think that I saw at least 2 orcs.
You saw other cages, yeah. On the side of the room you saw 2 orcs.
Yeah.
We need to go to the PowerPoint. The blue light was shining in or shining out maybe, from the top of the temple. I think maybe the trap opens, maybe there's a mechanism up there, supported by the junk in this room.
I saw ladders that took you up to a higher level.
Yes, can you get in the room maybe and have a cheeky look up? Maybe if there's a machine up there that's stealing our rifles.
I guess I'm still dressed as a kobold, so they might not kill me straight away.
Kobolds definitely come in here. I saw a kobold come in here during the night.
You saw this place during the night?
No, I was watching with the blue light and a kobold came in
Oh, right.
to the temple.
Well, also, we saw a kobold in here earlier and we kicked it to death.
Oh, didn't we?
Fickle stabbed it in the bottom.
Yes. Yes, weird place to stab someone.
He got a bum deal.
He got a bum deal. Is it worth an inspiration point this time the joke happened?
No. Right.
What a bummer.
Fickle is halfway down the corridor.
I'm halfway down the corridor.
Can I sneak up to Fickle, me and Tully?
You and Tully.
Yeah, we're going to hold hands and sneak. I don't mind about his pooey hands. See, that's how much I like it. 14. No, 13, sorry.
Okay, you make it halfway down the corridor as well.
So I'm next to Fickle.
You are next to Fickle. You think that this next section you'd need to be a little bit quieter than you have been this far to
I say, I'm going to try and
create a
not
lot of noise.
fart.
I whisper to Fickle, do you want us to go ahead? Because they might think we're kobolds in our outfits.
That's a good idea. And as they crawl past, I give Tully's ankle a little squeeze.
Oh.
Do I notice this?
Just a reassuring squeeze. No.
You would be in front of him, would you?
No, holding hands, aren't we?
He actually does that whenever he's doing
Okay.
stealthy stuff with Tully.
Yeah, we have held hands a lot.
Fickle, do you want to roll a stealth for that then?
17.
No, you don't.
I can't even get a perception.
No, 17's pretty... Well, if...
I might roll a 20.
Go on then.
I won't.
I don't think you'd be actively looking for something like
18
that.
plus 2.
Would you be actively looking down at your feet? You'd be
I
looking...
mean, I think I might notice someone's trying to grab one of my friends who I'm holding hands with.
Yeah.
Oh, God, this is so unfair. How come you made me go all the way to the pyramids and I could have been in the forest behind a tree and then I do a really tiny little thing that even people shouldn't even look at when they're crawling?
Fine, I won't look at it.
I wonder, would you be... Because if she's crouched down and you're going...
Fine, if we want to play by the dice, we'll play by the dice.
I didn't get involved in that stuff. I put my fingers in my ears the entire time.
We're supposed to be the one that brings the group together, and we're all fighting her.
I just wanted to squeeze his ankle.
That's
It doesn't
fine.
even mean anything.
Well,
If you wanted to notice, let's play it out.
Bye, Tully.
Let's play it out.
me and Sally are just walking off. I didn't see any ankle squeezing.
I thought you were crawling.
No, why would we crawl?
I
We're
don't know.
trying to walk like kobolds. I don't know why you're grabbing his ankle.
There's
That's a bit weird.
Because when I was sneaking down the corridor, I imagined myself crawling.
You were.
So
No,
no,
it's not.
No, we just walked past you.
And you grabbed his ankle.
Which is why I was a bit like, that's weird to grab Tully's ankle as we walk
So
past.
you see Fickle grab Tully's ankle.
I pause and go, yes, Fickle, what's up? Why have you stopped us?
I say, well, can you help me up?
We stop holding hands and we put our hands up to help her out. I say, watch out, Tully's got poo on his hands.
I say, okay, I won't lick my hands.
Okay. And we help her up.
Thank God we got through that, guys.
Okay. Are you all right now?
I just apologise to the listeners for the tantrum, but not to my fellow players. I got really offended
You wait.
because Jules is Tom's favourite.
Why?
That's I don't know why. Tell us.
She got you there.
Yeah, she has. I'm with her. Why am I your favourite?
I don't understand your relationship
I'm
either.
trying to play it fair, and there's some stuff I can't tell you. And I just know that he wouldn't have done something
It's
if there was
all
any
right.
chance that you were in the
Honestly,
forest.
Whoa, hang on! Let me get my fingers in my ears again. I don't know this shit. I'm staying out of this forest nonsense.
Best episode ever.
I don't know.
Right.
So off you go, Burnham and Tully.
Right, I've got my fingers out my ears again.
Yes.
Right, me and Tully are going to just stealthily walk across the room, because even if the orcs wake up, we can be like,
Remember
we're
to
just
look up.
kobolds. Yeah, and we're checking the ceiling. That's where we're looking. So,
Okay, so roll your stealth to get to the doorway.
Slowly walk across. Ooh, 5 plus
Can I
3,
give them
8.
another bardic inspiration? Have I had enough time passed, do you reckon?
How long is it?
You can do it once per round in initiative.
Oh, yes, you can then.
Oh yeah, you okay? And so it's 5 plus 3 plus 5, so 13.
Well, you didn't need to use it immediately, but...
Well, I think the stealth check's probably quite
Oh,
important.
cool. Yeah.
I can't see anything over there.
I think he's got.
So
don't know what
you
he's
move
got.
forward, you're stealthing forward. You look like Burnham feels like he's going to trip, and then he rights himself, perhaps with some inspiration from Fickle.
An ankle tap of inspiration.
An ankle tap of inspiration.
Comes up through Tully and into my hand.
However, the ankle tap seems to have troubled Tully somewhat.
Oh,
And-
Tully.
As you move on, he just isn't looking where he's going, and he completely...
Oh, is that Tully's dice there, the orange one?
Yes, it is.
Right, I wondered why you're showing us that dice.
What does it say on
It
there?
says a number 1 on it.
Oh, shit.
And then an
balls.
86.
Oh, an 86 on the failure?
Yeah.
Why is that my fault?
It's not
It's not
your
your
fault.
fault.
It's just something has troubled Tully. Perhaps the touch of a female hand on his
it is your fault.
his bare ankle.
I get
has-
that in life a lot.
No, he's wearing one of the suits.
Yeah.
He's not got bare ankles.
Oh, of course he hasn't. Yeah.
We're in hazmat suits.
You can feel it through the protection.
I mean, what on earth do we look like?
You look ridiculous.
When I attacked that orc, I was in a little hazmat suit like a beekeeper punching orcs off a building
with a snout. as
with
well.
a snout on it.
That's another thing I really want to see Alice's illustration of.
Oh, Alice, we're giving you some hard work this time. Like these things, I'm not even sure we can picture correctly.
So Tully is proper, flat out, sliding on the floor towards the door.
Towards the door?
So the doorway.
Right.
So
okay.
you're not in there yet. You're just going.
No,
to the
but
main-
he is, and then he's bumping to a stop at the entrance to there, and has made a proper racket. And you hear movement from inside.
I turn
main
to
room.
Fickle and I start pointing at one of the door that's not got the hole in it, the machinery room. Like,
Yeah.
go in that room there, hide.
I go in that room there.
I hide as well.
Yeah, okay. You're further down the corridor, so you go in the poo room or the
I'll go to
mouldy
the vegetable
food-
room.
The vegetable room, okay. Fickle, you go into the cog room. Yeah?
Yeah.
And
I'm going to take it some time to search through the bits while I'm in there and see if there's anything useful.
We didn't
okay.
do that, did we? No.
No, we didn't.
I'll do a quick search, but whenever that fits in with the gameplay.
Okay, yeah, sure. Burnham, how do you react?
I stand over Tully and start pointing at him and hitting him on the head, pretending I'm one kobold telling off another kobold for making noise.
Okie doke. In your peripheral vision, you see 3 orcs getting up off the floor, sort of clearly half asleep, in their little sort of large cagey bits. One of them stands up, and the nearest one to you, and you can see 3 long scars running down his chest.
Shit.
Vertical, down his body, up from his shoulders all the way down to his waist.
Do I recognise these scars?
No, but they are in a similar vein.
So it's not the same guy.
It's not the same guy, but this is the only one closest to you that you've managed to get a proper look at.
Right.
It's not the same guy, and we only seen one orc with scars.
So in this quick peripheral vision look, that's what you've seen. The closest one to you, you've seen him stand up and start to look towards you.
And he can just see me through the archway.
Yep, and you're going to have to roll a deception now.
Okay.
Yep.
Yip. 9.
He's -1 on it.
Oh,
Yeah, because I get -1 for deception.
your charisma's bad.
Yeah, well, I'm just a monk. I'm not meant to be an actor.
And with that, you see the orc start to climb out or climb through the entrance to his little hut thing and walk towards you, snarling.
I start bopping Tully on the head.
Okay, yep.
I want the orc to think I'm already telling him off and he doesn't need to come and tell us off.
The orc stops, head turns, looks at you quizzically. I mean, he really is quite stupid.
I look at the orc, shake my head, pointing at Tully, like, not him, and I bop Tully on the head again. This one is stupid.
You see him turn to the other two. Upta! Kuta! And the other two orcs start coming out of their cage towards him.
Is the cage wooden?
Yes. Other thing, are you having a proper look around now? Or...
Well, you say proper look around.
Well, I mean, like...
If I'm honest, I think Burnham's mainly looking at the three big orcs coming at him and thinking, ooh, this is a tasty, tasty situation. I'm not bad at kicking things, but ooh, we're in some trouble.
As before, you can see the ladders going up to this first floor mezzanine type thing. There are also long ropes that appear to be coming down from the ceiling.
Right.
Around about the area where you think that opening in the tower was. Also in the middle of the floor is a similar round wooden spherical sort of opening. Well, not spherical, just
circular.
Round circular opening in the floor that looks similarly trapdoor based.
Right. Okay, well, I'm just going to keep acting like I'm telling Tully off. I don't think we're going to run away.
Okay.
I think we're just going to have to try and hold position and hope the orcs don't just kill kobolds for fun.
Okay. You look at the other orcs. One of them has a long scar from his neck all the way down to his waistline. The other one, next to him, has one long scar from his left shoulder all the way down to his chest, and then a V running from his centre of his neck down to his waist and back up to his other shoulder.
Do I recognise any of these scar patterns from the orc that we fought before?
The long one, the second one, right?
Sorry?
Is the second one? Is he the one we fought before?
What do you mean? Oh, the one that you've burned?
No, the one that we fought before who threw kobolds at us.
Oh, right. The one that you fought before had one scar. Yeah, so you recognise that.
Right, so that's him.
The second one.
Is it spelling something out? Like I-W...
I don't know.
Tully's trying to do anagrams desperately. With? What's with?
What was the first one that had 3 on him?
He had 3 lines running from centre down. 3 lines.
So
parallel to each other and vertical down his chest.
They could be a count, but it would be a bit of a weird
Oh yeah, they could
count to have.
And then a V is obviously 5.
Yeah. So it'd be 6, 3 and 1. But it seems kind of weird. Are they like they skulls where they stitched things like someone's gone in there?
Roll an insight.
Well,
I'm the only one who can see.
Yes. Is it
No.
You don't know.
I haven't even worked out that they might be numbers. I'm still pretending to be telling off Tully.
I mean, how tight is your sphincter right now?
And at that point, the orc comes up and goes to grab you with
Right.
one hand.
Okay.
He's not drawn any weapons.
What's his grab?
Are you resisting it or not?
Well, I'm not going to let him grab me, no.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, it's not particularly high. What's your AC?
What's your roll?
12.
Then no, I'm fine. But it will be against my dex. Wouldn't it? Grab?
Yep.
17, so no, yes, got me. And I go to peg it out of the room.
Okay.
Just straight down the corridor. I grab Tully and pull him.
Okay, right. You both run out of the room.
And as I'm running, I'm shouting, yip! Yip, yip, yip! Yip, yip, yip!
He's going to try and grab you again as you go.
Okay.
And no, he's dog shit awful. You manage to run down the corridor. And at this point, I think we'll have to roll initiative.
Okay. Go!
Shall I roll initiative in my mechanic room?
3!
3.
Oh, fucking hell.
Well, you guys are in the room. How are you? I suppose you would... Would you be shouting anything as you're running?
Yip, yip, yip.
All right. Okay.
I want them to still think that we're just annoying kobolds. As far as possible. That's the best plan, isn't it? Not to completely rumble us?
I don't know. I think running away would be more likely to live longer. To come
Yeah,
get help.
run and
get us.
So it's some annoying kobolds that were here rather than
kobolds who are going to challenge and annoy them into their faces, maybe.
No, but rather than
I don't want them to think it's annoying humans. Yeah.
So he just runs away, and then maybe we can sneak in.
So yeah, just running away. Yip. 35 feet.
Okay, you hear the orc go, "Hudia, huda," and you see him then make a movement after you, and the other two sit down in the central area of the pyramid.
Okay.
He's running towards you again, trying to grab you.
I'm further away. Unless he's got a speed of 35, he can't.
Oh, yes, of course. See that? He makes a double movement, and he is now next to you again.
Okay, that's absolutely fine.
In fact, Tully will have 35
yeah,
as well.
Tully would have the same speed, I think. And so we... So if I let him try and have one more grab at me... Oh, hang on. So he's got up to me. Where are we now? We at the door?
You're pretty much at the door out to the outer area.
Okay.
Bless you.
Bless you.
I'm going to... Yeah, I'm just going to try and double movement down the steps. So out and down the steps.
Opportunity grab. I mean, he's just awful. Just awful.
Just trusting that you can't roll at the moment.
Yeah, you and Tully run where? Downstairs?
Just on the bottom of the stairs. And around the corner of the... Just around the corner of the pyramid slightly. And then we're going to stop.
Okay.
So double movement, so... Even if he double movement, he wouldn't be next to us.
As you double movement and you look back, you see the orc just standing at the top of the stairs, looking down, making rather rude gesticulations with his hands towards you.
Okay, I wave.
Does the corridor still smell of burning orc?
Well, outside my corridor wouldn't.
The outside might, but you have actually moved the bodies away.
Yeah, thank fuck you lot when I did that.
Which actually is remarkably fortuitous.
Well, what foresight this great mage has.
Okay.
I have no way of contacting you guys.
Well, Fickle can message you.
Oh, yes, you can.
I can't.
Fickle,
Yeah.
you were in one room on your own.
So I'm in that room on my own, and I realise the last time I was in here I was pretty scared and didn't really look around at all these bits and parts. So I'd like to take some time to quietly shuffle through the heaps and see if there's anything useful, like, I don't know, a weapon or an item or a book or anything useful.
Okay. Roll up your investigation.
Oh, that's nice. It's 17 and 320. Not a nat.
Okay, so you find a couple of interesting things in this room. You find machinery parts. You reckon that if you found these appear to be broken, so if you found similar parts in working machinery, you reckon you could swap them out to make it look like the machinery had just broken on its own accord, if you wanted to do that.
Okay.
You also find some large iron metal sort of struts where if you wanted to break machinery, you'd be able to use them to sort of clog up the machinery to stop it working. And also amongst them, there you find a quiver of arrows hidden underneath some of the detritus on the floor next to the skeletal figure of a halfling.
Oh, is it a dead hobbit?
Yeah, well, a halfling.
What sort of fringe does he have?
Well, it's skeletal, so I
that's a
mean,
shame.
Oh no.
I know.
So basically, this being in this room.
While you've been searching that, you hear this orc run past and go to the other end.
And I go, for fuck's
With a
sake,
yip, yip,
Burnham, what are you up
Right,
to?
it's not that realistic as an impression. Yip, 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 yip.
So being in the room and cogitating,
Yeah.
I realised there could be a big machine that makes a big blue light. So I think, well, some of these parts that are broken, perhaps I could replace for working parts.
Yeah. Okay.
These iron bars, they look quite useful for maybe smashing up a machine. And I'll take these arrows, and I just want to check and see if I've seen the arrows before.
Have you seen them before?
The fletchings on the arrows. Do I know the featherings?
Do you recognise them like historically?
No, I don't think they're unique enough. No.
Okay. And so then I bundle out my swag and I sneak out to see what's been going on with this lot. And I message Burnham and I say, did I just hear you yipping? Are you all right?
Yeah, one of the orcs is in the corridor. Maybe stay where you are for a minute. He stopped chasing us, but he's down by the doorway now. I don't think he's going to chase us anymore, but we've woken them all up.
Okay.
I say we, I mean a certain Tully.
I say, okay, well, maybe we should just wait for them to go back to bed and then burn them in those wooden cages. I think Methuselah could use that bonfire thing.
Indeed. I just need to have a word with Tully.
Be nice. Okay, love you. See you later. Thanks, bye. XO.
No sound at all from Burnham. Just wait for this to end. See him looking around a bit confused and puzzled.
TTL.
Total. Total? What's
And-
TTL?
Yeah, what's TTL?
Talk to you later.
Oh.
All right, I know TTFN.
What's TTFN?
Ta-ta for
Ta-ta for
now.
now.
Oh, I don't want to talk to anyone later, so ta-ta for now, talk to you later. I'm like...
Okay, and do you stay in the room then?
What I'm gonna do is take your advice, but at the same time,
Ignore it.
no. I'm going to see if I can do that thing where you pull the door open very slightly so it wouldn't look as though it's swinging open and just look through a crack or the keyhole to see if I can get a vision of the...
The way it does, if you did that, you'd be able to look down the hallway, yeah? Roll
Because I'm
stuff.
guessing the doorway's in a recess. It's not like a door flat to the wall of the corridor, right?
Slightly recessed, yeah.
So maybe enough to kind of peek out.
These are rickety doors. You'd be able. There's like cracks in the bottom and stuff. You'd be able to look underneath
Okay.
it.
So I look and I look and I look and I get a 17 plus 2, 19.
Perception?
Yeah.
You can see the orc starting to walk back down the corridor, muttering to himself.
I message, he's going back to bed, I think.
Do you want me and Tully to go round to the door the other side? Up the other way, up the other entrance?
I get Methuselah and get him to get his bonfire ready.
Okay. I can't... so do you want to... Because I'm not sure we should come back up the stairs this side, because they'll be... I wonder really that they're looking for us.
It might take you too long to come round the whole thing.
How big's the pyramid? How long would it take us to run the length of the pyramid and up the stairs the other side?
What, in action terms?
Yeah, well, in time terms.
Time terms, a minute maybe.
Yeah.
I think we can get round the other side and up in a minute. Is that long enough?
That's fine, yeah.
Okay, and we'll get just to the stairs on the bottom of the other side, so we've sort of sandwiched the orcs between us.
Okay, Methuselah, you're in your room, having not heard or knowing about any of this. What do you do?
He heard the orc, though, didn't he?
He heard the orc.
I suppose I should look out to see what the situation is, but I really don't have a clue.
Shall I message him quickly? I say, hello, Methuselah.
What's the bloody plan?
The two kobold disguised people, they woke the orcs.
Burnham and Tully, the people we've been with this whole adventure,
Yeah, if only we had names.
that we have complex relationships with.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just those two.
You seem quite pointed in your tone. Is everything all right?
Yeah, it's fine. What's the plan?
Okay, good. The plan is that they've woken the orcs up, but he's going back to bed.
Yeah, tossers.
I know, and they've realised that they are in some wooden cages, so perhaps you could bonfire them.
Well, I could, but the thing is, I don't know how effective that will be. Maybe if we could oil up the cages while they're sleeping, because the bonfire, they will be in the bonfire, but then they will just get out. We need to block them in the cage, don't we? We haven't seen if there's a way to lock the cage doors, or even if there are cage doors.
Can you work out that bit of the plan?
Okay, I'll work out that bit of the plan, shall I?
And then let's all rendezvous.
Where?
Could you work out where the rendezvous point
Okay, I
should
will.
be?
How shall I tell you all? Will I just send you all letters to your home addresses?
I say, let's all meet in the corridor at the entrance to the orc bedroom in 2 minutes.
Wait, in which bedroom?
The entrance to the orc bedroom.
Oh, me and Tully are all the way around the other side of the pyramid
Yeah,
now.
there are different corridors now. We split the party again.
Oh, Fickle starts to cry.
You're not very good under pressure situations.
Oh, just,
Maybe you should follow people when they want to have private conversations.
you need me to sing a song, I'm there. In this occasion, I'm finding my skill set is lacking.
Yes, it indeed is. Right, well...
I've got a big iron bar and some machine parts and a quiver with arrows. Okay, bye.
Okay. So Methuselah would like to look out and see what the orcs are up to then. Because that's all he's got to do,
The
really.
DM's face is like...
So he's going to pop out, try and stealthily open the door and try and work out if the orcs are back in their cage, or just see if they're in the main room that you can see.
He looks so worried.
Doesn't He's just trying to process all of this. Is that all right? Shall I roll?
Split parties. It's what every DM wants.
Yeah, you definitely want your characters in individual rooms where they can't communicate with each other, apart from through one party member who can message everyone.
But break down crying.
Decided to delegate all responsibility to individual people.
Who can't tell her when they've come up with the solution.
Okay, so shall I roll for it then?
Retcon. I'm just going to say she's going to come now. When she sees the orcs gone, she'll come in the corridor and just stand quietly in the corridor. So if she does see,
I don't think you saw the orc go past, but he could just be in that doorway right next to you.
Waiting there is the problem.
Because the other two sat down, looking down the corridor at us. I think.
Well, I broadcast to each of them individually. I'm in the machine room. I don't know what to do.
Can't you just, if you're still talking to me, can't you just get the other two to check when the coast is clear?
Okay, I say to Burnham...
That was our plan.
Check when the coast is clear.
So we run up the stairs the other side, and I want to poke my head stealthily around the corner and look down the corridor.
When you say check the coast is clear, do you think them going back to sleep or them not in the room?
Them not looking down the corridor.
If he can't see them anymore, then they won't be in the centre bit of the main chamber.
Because there's obviously the main bit you can see all the way down. If I can't see them...
Roll me... let's just say you peeking round, so one of you.
It's 11 stealth.
Okay, you're at the far end of the corridor. That's good enough to stay within stealth at this point. Looking down, you can see...
Roll perception?
Yeah, go on then.
14 plus 2.
Yeah, that's fine. Looking down, you can see the three of the orcs appear to be standing up, talking in the middle of the room, as in between the two corridors, and appear to be getting kit and equipment together.
Oh no!
I can't talk to any. I can't tell you this yet, Fickle, unfortunately.
Maybe we should just go through those other rooms then.
I don't want to go in the corridor.
Yeah, I suppose. We'll all just sit and wait then.
Yeah. I wish I could send a message to Fickle.
Hopefully Fickle's catching up with you every so often.
I'm like, I better catch up with Burnham about now. Hey Burnham, how's it going?
Stay hidden. If you come out of that room, the orcs will definitely see you straight away.
I quietly go over to the hobbit skeleton and I lie underneath it.
What, you put it on top of yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, don't look at me weirdly. I'm just hiding under a skeleton. Duh.
Why are you hiding under a skeleton?
I'm having a panic attack.
Well, what about in the game?
I say, okay, Burnham, I'm going to wait in here for you, and I'm going to hide behind a stack of machine parts and the skeleton.
Okay. I just keep a watch. I'll keep a watch until the orcs do something so we can get out.
Okay.
I guess we just have to play a waiting game now.
Yeah, so waiting game until I see them do something. Do you think we can just take 3 orcs?
It'd be tough, but we could have a shot at it, but I'd prefer not to.
Yeah, I prefer to have the jump on them, at least do some damage first on one of them at least.
I think we could take 2.
Okay. The orcs seem to be getting their kits together, a little bit of blade sharpening. Oh. Your focus is into this area where they are.
Yeah.
They're going to find Teddy.
I'm telling Tully to look out the other way, make sure no one's coming up the stairs.
If they go leave the pyramid, they're going to find Teddy.
Why?
Because he's just outside the pyramid, isn't he?
No, he's just in. He's just
he's in the forest because I couldn't spy on him properly.
You have a very bad idea of the location of Teddy right now.
So they're just inside the forest, along with the corpse of an orc and a kobold, burned. You see them collect their stuff together, and they make to go out the same way that they chased Burnham out.
Ooh,
all 3 of them.
While I'm by myself, I'm going to do a modification of my shillelagh.
Okay.
I have weapons within my bag I'm going to attach. It will be made apparent later.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
He's also a bit of a modifier.
Right, okay. I'll let you give flavour to that when appropriate.
Okay.
Fickle, you start to hear 3 orcs moving down the corridor towards your door. How do you plead?
I'm behind a big stack of machine parts.
And under a skeleton.
And under a skeleton.
Okay.
And it's quite dark in there. Do orcs have dark vision? I'm guessing, yeah.
Low light, I think. I'm not sure.
If they come into the room,
Yep.
I'm going to... How big is the room?
A fair size.
Can I see if they're going towards that door, or are they just going that down that
They
corridor?
appear to be going straight down the corridor.
Okay.
If they do come into the room and the room's big enough, I'm going to cast Shatter.
So you're holding fire at the moment, staying still.
But I'm readying it, so if the door opens and it's orcs...
And they walk past your door and continue down towards
what if they need their mouldy fruit?
the doors at the end where the poo room and the food room are.
Oh, I hide!
Where do you hide?
What's in the room?
Poo.
Loads of boxes of sort of fruit and food that's going mouldy, that sort of thing.
How many boxes are there?
Quite a few.
Right, I'm going to go to the back of the room and I'm going to try and jump in the box.
Jump in a box?
Yes.
Okay.
Can it be...
Stealthily or just doing it?
No, just doing it as quick as possible.
Can it be a box full of strawberries?
Can it be a box full of strawberries?
It's whatever the DM decides.
Right.
The box furthest away is the one I'm picking.
Okay.
So it's up to him.
Okay, at that point, so you get in the box. They're a bit down the corridor. You hear them making progress. You're not sure whether you've been loud or whether they've heard you.
Yeah.
At that point, you hear the door to that room open and the door to the room opposite the poo room, you think open. Both rooms at the same time.
Burnham and Tully are going to start moving down the corridor.
Down your corridor on the other side?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Stealthily or?
No. We're going to have to pick up a bit of pace, I think, in case we need to peg over there.
Okay.
So we're SWAT team, sort of. I'm going to hold his hand, obviously,
Okay.
and I'll pull him up to the first doorway.
You see the third orc go directly out onto the stairwell
Right.
where you came in and stand there.
Okay. How far in terms of movements is that?
You,
Yeah, if I had to...
35,
So we can do 70 in a double.
it would be double movement to get very close, but not quite melee in the middle.
Not quite melee in the middle.
So as in, you're
Is
very,
that the
very
sequel
close.
to Malcolm in the middle?
Yeah. Very, very close. You're in the middle of them. So if they've gone into the rooms, you'll be in the middle of where the doors are. if
Right,
that makes
okay.
sense. Methuselah.
Yes. I cast Shillelagh.
Yep, that's fine. I don't think that does any sound or anything like that,
No.
does it? No. Roll me a Constitution, please, because I assume you're going to be holding your breath and trying not to move.
Well, I'll be trying not to move, certainly. I mean, you can't hold your breath for that long. I can do about 10
I'm
seconds.
assuming that you're rolling stealth. So
60 plus 0. Or
Okay.
stealth is plus 3.
okay, you hear rummaging around in one of the boxes near you. Through one of the cracks, you see it be lifted up, and you see the orc walk out the room. At the same time, you hear the most desolate sound of pooing coming from the other room that you have ever heard.
Sound.
It is awful.
Pretty deep, isn't it?
Desolate, yeah.
That's a desolate poo.
Lonely and sad.
Oh, let's burn him again!
like an abandoned shopping centre.
Like the sounds coming from this orc is
Oh,
that
he shits like an abandoned shopping centre.
he is just upset at what's coming out, and just you can really hear that, you know.
Well,
And you hold position, and the three orcs walk out of the temple, and you can hear them moving down the stairs without a backwards glance to the area where Burnham and Tully are moving.
So I'm gonna stick my head into the main room now.
Okay.
And have a perception, see if I can see anyone else in there.
Roll.
19.
You can't see anyone else in there.
So we're gonna bolt across, and I'm just gonna quickly open Fickle's room.
Okay, you do it.
They've gone.
What Fickle, roll me a stealth?
Oh, 7.
You can see her clearly.
Hello, Fickle. Underneath that corpse, they've gone. Quick.
I take a little rib bone for luck, and I come and I follow Tully and Burnham.
that's weird.
Okay, Tully, stay with Fickle. I'm gonna go get Methuselah.
Methuselah's already got out and he would be at the door. And Methuselah goes, "Okay, now, Teddy, you have a look round the corner."
Who's in the corridor looking down? Is it Fickle or Burnham?
Me. I've gone to the door to get him.
I think I know. I'm going to go out on a limb here. And I say that you start walking down the corridor to where Methuselah is, and you see the head of Teddy on the end of Methuselah's shillelagh poke round the end of the door and look out into the corridor.
Is it all clear, Teddy? Teddy, tell me.
Why is this happening?
Teddy, tell me, is it all clear?
I think so.
Thank you, Teddy.
I see Teddy, and I go, "Hello, Teddy. Can you tell Methuselah it's all clear?"
Certainly. He already knows.
I still move around Methuselah and wave. Hello.
That was a close one, wasn't it?
Come on, Methuselah. I think it's time for us to group back up together again.
Well, of course. Me, you and Teddy, right?
Yeah, hello, Teddy.
Teddy's missed you.
Oh,
Haven't you, Teddy? Express your thoughts.
I've missed you.
that's nice. When you were a kobold, you had a much more nash voice, but now you're just quite nicely spoken.
Teddy, do it in your normal voice.
What did you want him to say? I've forgotten. just the idea of this
I
haven't
really asked you to say something specifically.
Did you ask how he was?
No, I said you used to have like a nash voice, but now you have like a nice voice. It wasn't even a question, it was a statement.
Do you prefer it when I talk like this?
I don't have a preference, I just thought it was interesting that being a post person is changing.
Okay.
Good. Okay, Fickle seems to be having a little breakdown, so we should go and make sure she's
maybe
okay.
if she talks to Teddy, she'll feel better.
Oh, God.
Maybe, it's made me feel better.
Fickle, you've got a couple of moments with Tully while he offers you some water.
I see, Tully, I'm terribly scared. There's a lot of bad people around and we might get smashed by orcs.
I like the fact Tully can't really express emotion because he's got this beekeeper's hat on all the time. He's just his faceless little creature now. Oh, me and Tully could just swap places.
Well, actually,
and no one would know.
you know, like in a wedding, so Fickle goes up to him and holds him by the shoulders and lifts his veil up and goes inside the veil with him and goes, I'm terribly
I
scared.
think it's like a helmet with a snout on it.
You want to put your head in the snout?
I think it's going to
Yeah.
be quite tight.
I put my head in the snout thing.
He still has a kobold disguise underneath.
Yeah,
as well.
he's just a cop.
I said, has...
Okay, well, you pull the material. It's kind of stretchy, like cloth. There's a lot of extra material. You manage to get your face in. I mean, you're basically kissing. You're that close.
Okay, and I say, has Burnham been hitting you again?
Only when I deserve it.
Okay.
Actually, I've not hit him quite so well. I've been quite nice.
No, you hit him all the time. The orcs were looking at you.
Oh, I was popping him on the head. But he could have got much worse hit.
They weren't Burnham hits.
No, they were fine. I wasn't rolling for those.
I say, look, I do
fall over a lot. It is my fault.
I say, I think I've got a really strong suspicion that he may have murdered Magnum, who was our friend. So I'm going to try and protect you, but just be brave. And if you're confused, listen to your heart and not the voices in your head that are Burnham's voices. And the pairs will sort it out.
Burnham didn't kill Magnum.
What happened, Tully?
He didn't kill him. He may be dead, but he didn't kill him.
Why would he be dead if he hadn't been killed?
I've said too much.
Yes, you have.
I've said too much. I haven't said enough.
Tully singing.
Oh, and then he puts his hand over his mouth, in between yours, so he's kind of like pushing your face away. And then you just hear him say, I thought that I heard you laughing. And then he pushes you away and runs out the corridor back towards Burnham.
And I put my hand out to take his hands.
And the
Did
camera.
Burnham hear that?
The singing?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, did I?
Roll a perception.
I thought I'd kick that first, though. 18.
You heard something. Now roll insight.
2.
You,
Good.
you think Fickle was singing.
Oh, how dare you? The camera, if it was a film, the camera zooms in on Fickle looking thoughtful and confused, but then she gets this confident smile, raises her eyebrows, nods, and turns to leave the room.
Pretty sure director would cut that shit out. Looking awkward.
As she walks out of the room, the camera lingers on her hand, patting her bag as if it was a good companion, or if there was something inside she was thinking about.
Is that the way you put the rib bone?
the rib bone and the mouldy pears.
Oh!
Now you're with me, you fucks.
Are you sure they're still in there?
I've been nice, and you just found out I didn't kill Magnum.
Well, I still believe that you killed him. Because
Are you sure the pear's still in there, though?
No, I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
So, as before, you walk into this main bit inside, main sort of room inside this pyramid, this sort of Aztec-style pyramid.
But so we're all together in the corridor then.
Yes.
I go, hello, Fickle. Teddy's joined us.
Oh yeah. How do you react to that, Fickle?
Teddy's
just come out of the
Fickle.
corridor. And can you describe your stance?
Well, I'm standing there holding my shillelagh up, and on top of the shillelagh is Teddy's head.
So Fickle looks from Teddy's head to Methuselah, does a double take, looks at Burnham and Tully to see what expressions they're
We
pulling.
both wave.
Turns back and throws
Wave,
up
Tully.
projectile at Methuselah's feet.
Cancel the bit about you all walking into the.
Oh
thing.
yeah, we got some stuff to deal with. Oh, Burnham, did you know that Tully was just singing to Fickle?
Don't know whether you'd know that.
Oh, I think I do know that, DM, don't I?
Yes, you do.
Did you know that, Burnham, that Tully was singing to Fickle?
I let go of Tully's hands.
So, but Methuselah cast his see-through Fickle's eyes when he
Okay.
touched you earlier. So he's been able to see everything that's happened between you and Tully.
Tully was. Fickle
However,
went inside.
would Burnham straight off believe Methuselah, having
Well,
heard it and thought
He'd
that
heard singing.
and he thought that it was Fickle?
He's a bit confused, but he's letting go of Tully's hands.
Okay.
Fickle went inside Tully's mask. They were almost kissing. It was gross.
Is this true, Tully?
What's Tully saying?
Are you going to say anything, Fickle? He's got a slight pregnant pause.
Well,
as he's
she's
thinking.
throwing up on the ground. at the moment, so-
I cast hold person on Burnham.
Right? Does he have to roll?
I think he gets a saving throw. It's a wisdom saving throw against my spell casting DC, which is 13.
Okie dokie. Thinking about it. No. 17.
Oh, he saves.
Would he know that he'd had that cast on him?
He would have heard me singing.
Not unnatural.
In the name of love. Before you
Luckily,
break my
not something
heart.
I'm doing here is in the name of love, so I will not stop. It's in the name of pears.
Oh shit! No, we had a sleep. Okay.
Tully turns
Tully,
to Burnham.
did Miss Fickle put her head in your helmet?
She did, but I came back to you.
Were you tempted to sing?
I was tempted.
He did sing. I heard him.
Well, maybe we'll talk about this later, but Tully, I've been very proud of you today.
Oh, thank you, Burnham.
Like when he fell over.
He did a very good job at running away,
Oh, he did, lad, yes.
and he climbed so excellently at the temple when he thought there was a pear tree. I've never been more impressed with him.
I get a really squirmy, horrible feeling about this.
I didn't expect you'd say that.
Well, that's interesting. I don't know why you'd think I'll be anything but happy with you today, Mr. Tully. I almost said Burnham because I think when we get back to the monastery, I will recommend you for a promotion to the level of Burnham.
Bless the pair.
Bless the pair. Come, let us walk and look around this room. And I put my hand out to hold his hand again. In our weird bee suits.
He offers it out to you.
And I squeeze his hand quite tight. Come on.
And you walk into the main room, unless anything happens.
Oh, I show them the machine parts.
Oh, hang on, yeah. I might have to have a quick word of Fickle. Please don't try and cast spells on me. It's a bit rude.
Fickle says, I don't know what you're talking about. Roll for deception. Oh. Oh, that's not bad, actually. That's the 13.
Oh, what do I... An insight?
Insight.
17 plus 2.
I mean, Burnham has been on fire. So.
I've been insane. My rolls have been amazing. I shake my head and go, myself and Tully have done nothing to harm you. I wish if you would respect our religion slightly more. And please stop trying to get between us. Thank you.
Can Fickle and Methuselah just cover their ears very briefly?
Yeah, I get a secret one now.
Oh, the pressure's so much.
I hate the ear pressure.
Tully's incredibly nervous. He's going to roll an insight into whether or not you're telling the truth.
Okay.
About the Burnham thing.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know what the DC... Do you want to roll... Like, he's rolled a 14?
And I am going to recommend him for a promotion.
So you're telling the truth?
I'm happy with Tully at the moment. Burnham understands there's a lot of temptation, but when he saw Tully come back over, he was fine.
Okay.
So Fickle goes, I need to show you, I think I found what was creating the blue light, and it's part of a machine so she opens her bag and pulls out the broken machine parts. Mm-hmm. So we need to find a machine, maybe, that has something like this inside it and smash it to bits, because I think that might be generating the blue light.
What do you think, Methuselah, as our leader?
While I've got the bag open, I'm just going to check and see if the pears are still in there.
Yes, they are. Well, as far as I'm aware, there are. Yeah, I've not had any notes to the contrary.
Okay. All right. And then I close the bag.
You have a bag with a couple of machine parts and some bit squashed mouldy pears.
And I show them the iron bar and the rib.
Methuselah, what's that, Methuselah? Can you smell pear around here?
Oh, you can see through your eyes.
Oh, yes! I think there's a pear!
Where's a pear?
In Fickle's bag! Oh, yes! Yes, there's a pear! I'll be Magnum, shall I? There's a pear in that bag! Oh, where's the pear? Yes! Because I'm helping the pear cult!
Why are you being Magnum?
Look, okay, everyone have a look in Fickle's bag, because she's got a mouldy pear in there.
Fickle, is this true? Are there pears in your bag?
I open my bag and go, oh, someone's put mouldy pears in my bag. Methuselah, when I gave you my bag to look after, this is a very bad joke. You know how much Burnham loves his pear.
Deception.
Yeah.
18.
Right, well, don't forget how well I'm rolling today. 20! I mean, the phrase Burnham uses, fuck y'all. Just fuck y'all.
I say, look, I think these belong to you, and I take the pears out, but as I pass them, I hold them too tight, and they kind of ooze out of my hands, but I proffer them, and I say I was trying to recover them from the fruit room, but then I realised they were a bit mouldy, and you might think I'd made them mouldy, so here you are. And I kind of pop them on his hat.
Burnham takes off his hat and offers him to be put into his hat.
And as I put them in there, I say, I'm ready to do a pear funeral if you are. But perhaps we could plant this at the top of the pyramid.
He puts his hand up to Tully and goes, I think we should leave this female who's clearly disgraced these pears. And I can't imagine Tully would be pleased with how these pears have been treated either.
No.
Oh no, the pears. I don't think, Miss Fickle, you can come to this ritual. Mouldy pears is a very special and sacred ritual, and the way you have treated these by leaving them in a bag with heavy machinery, squeezing the juice out of them, and even the fact you didn't tell us about them earlier is disgusting.
I've been busy.
I do not have anything else to say. And Tully and Burnham, he's holding his hand. He's leading them away.
Burnham looks to walk out of the
temple.
Tully,
sorry.
Tully dallies for a second.
Oh, I'm holding his hand tight.
Well, yeah. And then you see him. These eyes look towards the bag and look towards Fickle, and there is an ambiguous look on his face.
He's got a hat on.
Clearly puzzled.
You can't see his face.
Oh, of course you can't.
It's all in the body language.
His face is doubly ambiguous because you can barely see him.
His shoulders slumped.
And he's then semi-dragged out of the temple by Burnham. And on that note, I think we'll leave it there.
Hooray!
Hooray! Is that how you end that episode? Hooray! The party has never been more. I can't believe you treat pears like that. It's just disgusting.
Thanks for listening.
Bye!
The Formal Gamer, podcasts for those with exquisite taste.